behind Di Canio. Cadet. Di Canio again. Oh, that's great play by Di Canio. He's equalised. Well, that was brilliant. And you can see the effect that's had on the Celtic players and their supporters. What a goal it is. Cadet's pass to Di Canio. Look at the patience, the confidence, the timing, the footwork and the accuracy. So Di Canio gets his first goal for Celtic. Well, it really was expertly taken. Like if it's wrong-footed in the end. Well, the goal, a long time coming, fully an hour, but Celtic supporters now believe this is a match which can be won. Worried for Tommy Barnes, but he won't be happy with a draw. McNamara's back header means a corner kick to Kilmarnock. Gave Marshall no chance at all there. Whitworth going to the goal line there. Right in front of Gordon Marshall. But in there by McKee. Hughes with a clearing header. Cadet races after the ball. And that's a very good bit of play by Cadet. Doing Gary Tallon a favour, I think. Here's Tom for Celtic second. Brilliant play again from Celtic. George Cadet doing the creative work. Tom with the finish. Now Gary Tallon caught him. He'd have been in serious trouble with the referee. But Cadet rode that tackle, measured the pass for Tom, and there was then no doubt at all about the finish. Well, Celtic now showing their attacking menace in full cry here. Look at Di Canio inside, but the measured pass finds Tom in so much space, and Lekovic was helpless. Van Hooydonk's layoff, here's Tallon. He certainly tried to hold Cadet regardless there, but couldn't manage it. The balance of the Portuguese striker was so impressive. Turned away by Boyd safely. This is Riley. Tallon trying to get the better of McNamara. It reaches McIntyre. He was hoping for a corner. He's got one now. McNamara could work his way out of trouble there. Well, last time Kilmarnock got a corner kick, Celtic scored. We're very keen to avoid that. He flights it in. There's Hughes who headed clear the last time. And here we go again with Di Canio. Tom supporting. Van Hooydonk's coming in the back. Cadet well up for upfield. Over to the far side is McKinley. Well, Celtic's counter-attacking is ferocious. Di Canio this time leading the charge. Inside for Tom. This time trying to become a goal maker rather than goal taker. McKinley trying to bring it down, but under pressure from Whitworth shoots over. Time Di Canio breaking. Here's Cadet. A battle there with Whitworth. Cadet wins that fight. Could this be another? Well, he's made the 2 goals for Celtic. Finally on the score sheet himself. And look at the strength here, quite apart from the skill and the control, battling his way past Whitworth for the shot at goal. Van Hooydonk under pressure from Montgomery. Finds Di Canio. Good disguised move inside, that's Van Hooydonk. He's hit the post. Touched on there by Lekovic. It was a save, all right. Good play by Van Hooydonk altogether in the build-up too. Well, Van Hooijdonk there, working his way past Montgomery, finding Di Canio as he came inside. Van Hooijdonk took over, and that was rightly into the far corner. Well, Fergus McCann, I'm sure, relieved to see his huge investments paying off. Cadet and Di Canio in particular at the moment. And Andreas Tom there. Free kick it is outside the box. Until the referee looks very calm as he gives this free kick outside the box to Celtic. McKinley, Van Hooijdonk being asked to go into the box. Tom also dropping back to the edge of the area. McKinley will take this. The 10-yard rule scarcely obeyed, surely. Goes Hughes! Oh, the chance fell initially there to Brian O'Neill. Well, O'Neill should really have buried that because it was set up by the header from Hughes back into Brian O'Neill, who swiped and missed. And then it was thumped away by Tom. And Hooijdonk did well again, so too did Whitworth for Kilmarnock. McNamara and O'Neill together. Di Canio picks out McNamara. Oh, that's great play by McNamara. Back it comes to Di Canio. Well, they certainly show their feelings, the Italians. Temperament apparent for all to see. Was brilliant play here by McNamara, and Di Canio's shot certainly had the keeper beaten. Now Whitworth pushing forward. Kilmarnock showing patience, trying to find an opening. McPherson against Di Canio. Tried to nutmeg him there, didn't make it, but he won the throw. Whitworth well forward. Well, if possession is lost by Kilmarnock, they could be exposed. But they're still pushing forward. Here's Whitworth in the outside right position. Hope lets that run. Grant now to Di Canio. Celtic now on the counter, and they could punish Kilmarnock here. Here's Cadet, this could settle it all. 3-1 to Celtic. George Cadet, the maker of the opening two goals, the scorer of the third. And that was always the risk Kilmarnock took, sending so many men forward. Di Canio, the perfect pass for Cadet, the rifled left foot shot, and this time Lajkovic couldn't make the save. But the arrival of Di Canio has sparked Celtic to life. There he goes with a pass. Cadet now with a deadly finish. And it looks comfortable in the end for Celtic. So 3-1 to Celtic. That doesn't really do justice to Kilmarnock for their contribution to what has been a thoroughly entertaining match. Substitution being made by Celtic. They're taking off Pierre Van Hooijdonk. Player coming on, I think, is young Mark Anthony. A taste of first team action. Well, not very much of that here. Certainly won't have time to work up a sweat. In fact, he hasn't had a touch as the final whistle goes. Celtic running out. Impressive winners in the end after a very tough opening hour. And remember, John Henry missed a sitter at 1-0 to Kilmarnock, but then Andreas Tom, Paolo Di Canio and George Cadet took the game by the scruff of the neck. The arrival of Di Canio appeared to make all the difference to Celtic. They've won a match which frequently they might have drawn in the past. George Cadet was the maker of the first two for Di Canio and Tom, the scorer of the third, and that's why these Celtic supporters are so delirious. It's been an excellent closing half hour, and Celtic have won the 3 points. Kilmarnock 1, Celtic 3.
I thought for now that Kilmarnock were a better side. We took the game to Celtic, we scored the goal. Paul